Hello friend, this is Ryan Hicks at TaughtToProfit.com. Today I want to talk to you about the attitude difference between a winner and a loser. So often in life you'll be presented with opportunities, but they may look at adversity, but there's an opportunity available for you to become a success or to take the road towards success instead of the road toward failure. And these forks in the road aren't necessarily plain obvious. They don't have flashing lights that one way is success, one way is failure. But one way tends to be harder at the time. Maybe it's less clear, and the other way looks easier and or requires little to no effort. That way, the latter way, generally is the way toward losing in life, toward not becoming a success, not winning at what you do. And over the years, having employees and contractors work for you, see this kind of happen over and over again, where you see the signs of someone who's going to be a success, who's going to be a winner, and the signs of someone who's going to be a failure and a loser. I'll give you an example. I had a tornado hit my house a few years ago. I had no electricity, and so you would think, oh well, what are you going to do? You're not going to be able to work that day if you need electricity and you need to be online, and you just had a tornado hit your house. You know, you got to take a break. And that's how many people would look at things. They look at life as, well, this is telling me I need to take a break now. Meanwhile, what I did is once I went around the neighborhood, seeing if anyone in my neighborhood needed help, and we got whoever needed help, I went back home with no electricity and used whatever battery backup power I still had left and worked. I used my phone's internet connection that was in and out. It wasn't stable at the time because the tower near me had apparently gotten damaged as well. But I still worked. And I tell you that because I want to contrast that with a virtual assistant I had working for me. Their power went out, and I hear nothing from them. And then a few days later, I hear from them saying, well, my power went out, I couldn't work. And I asked them, well, wait, why didn't you at least contact me? I understand things happen. Why didn't you at least tell me this? Well, my power was out. I couldn't contact you. Well, was there anyone around your neighborhood that had power? Well, yeah. Could you have used their phone, or could you have contacted me that way? Well, I guess I could. I shouldn't think about it. It just seemed like it was too hard. When life presents adversity, and this is one of the things that's very hard in entrepreneurship, in business, is that many people think things need to be easy. Any adversity comes their way, they fold up. They have no strength, they have no fortitude. They see a wall, and instead of even checking to see, is that actually a solid wall, or is it just a piece of paper that I can push right through and go right through on my way, they give up at the first sign of adversity. They're immediately destroyed and lose at any chance there's an obstacle that could possibly be in their way, even if it's not even a real obstacle. And within those times of adversity, there's oftentimes opportunity. This one VA that didn't even contact me, had they contacted me, I could have gotten them in a hotel where they had electricity, they had internet, and they would have been able to work. So they would have, not only would they have been out of the bad situation they were in with no power for 2 days, but they would have been in a better situation and able to still work, and things would have been better for them. But they didn't even care enough to see, wait, I need to make this right. I'm supposed to be working right now. What can I do to make this right? Is there an opportunity here? This isn't good, but what can I do? Instead, it was just instant defeat. Instant, well, what can I do? Instant setting back, waiting for things to work themselves out instead of putting forth the effort to make something work out of your situation. You have no control necessarily over the situations you're in. Many times you do. I know people don't want to hear that. They want to believe everything that happens to them that is adverse, that's not what they wanted to happen, that doesn't seem to be clearly down the path to wealth and riches and happiness and love and peace and all these things, that couldn't possibly be their fault. But so often things are. But let's just say that the things that are coming your way, that are negative in perception, you have no control over. You do have control over how you respond to them. You do have control over whether you're defeated by them. You do have control over whether or not you choose the path of failure and loss or the path of winning and success. And so often, people have the mentality of losing. They have the mentality of failing. And they shun success, happiness, prosperity, blessing, goodness, righteousness, peace, all the things that come with doing the right thing. Because so often this world, as messed up as it is, doing the right thing is just scoffed at. People don't understand it. I remember I had someone contact me, and it was probably nearly midnight. And they had worked all day long in one of my companies. And they contacted me and, well, what are you doing right now? I'm working. But wait, you worked all day. What are you talking about? You're still working? Yes, I'm working. They never even had the mentality that they needed to be productive and as productive as they possibly could be and get as much done and be the best they could be. For them, their 8-hour day was over, so their whole entire work day was over. Now the rest of the time was for relaxation and killing time until you go to bed. And then wake up and do it all over again. And that's easy. And one of the things you have to get in the mindset of doing is look around. What are average people doing? This is not to criticize them or to be hateful toward them or look down on them or anything like that. But just look at what they're doing. If you see people not getting the results you want, make sure you don't see yourself in what they're doing. Are you taking up some of the same bad habits? You know, I rail against television and entertainment and movies and music and video games and all these things, not because I don't want people to relax and have some enjoyment, but because they literally kill people's dreams. This fleeting perceived happiness that comes from these things kills their dreams because all the time wasted on these things, all the opportunities passed up because people want to put entertainment and relaxation above the things that actually matter in life. I had someone leave a comment about how, well, you know, it's not fair. Every single day you're presented with opportunities, and within the adversity that comes your way, where it seems like there's no opportunity, there is an opportunity to do the right thing. You know, people talk about sins, but then there's sins of omission where you don't do the right thing, where you omit to do that which is right. You know to do that which is good, and you do it not. That kind of thing happens all the time. And it's a real test of your character about who you are as a person, who the real you is, and whether or not you'll be a success. Now, by success, I'm not talking about having cars and houses. And sometimes people get caught up in that, and they're thinking, well, to be a success, I need a Ferrari. And then once you get a Ferrari, I need a Lamborghini, and I need a Rolls Royce, and I need this fancy house, and maybe I need a summer house now. And there's never ending quest for things. That's not what success is about. Success is about achievement and being the best you could possibly be right here, right now. What is the best you could possibly be? The average person has not even gotten close to finding that out. Because anytime adversity comes, which really challenges your character, they don't find the opportunity available to them. And they shrink back into loss, into failing, instead of rising up into success, into winning. So I want to ask you today, how are you approaching life? Is yours one of seeing opportunity in everything and taking the opportunity? Because you can notice the opportunity, but if you don't take it, you're going to lose still. What are you doing with everything that comes your way? The situation you don't perceive that is good, how are you taking the opportunity available within that to make your life the best? My friend, I pray this is a blessing for you. May God bless you richly.